Hi, this is Davide Biocchi speaking, and here I am for my weekly intermarket analysis. Let's start with the euro dollar that was in a downtrend and right now is not anymore. This is what went on since the beginning of the year. This downtrend continued, and now we have a reaction. And this reaction, let's say, was able to reach this level more or less a little bit before 1.08 where any attempt was rejected. So we have right now the market coming back, but still around that level, and it could be easy for us to identify in 1.037 the first area of relevant support around the price where we are right now, 1.065 more or less. It's let's say a congestion area, so the market can remain around here and among these levels. And let's say that yeah, I think that I expect the market to remain around this level for the next weeks before the end of the year. So this is something that is in my expectation. Let's switch immediately after to the commodities, and very interesting is the situation regarding the crude oil, where we have seen the market able to go below the very relevant level and old support of 76, around $76 per barrel. Then the market went down and really remained around the prices that in the past generated this congestion. Okay, the market rebound there. There was a pullback, but any attempt to go above the price of 77 was a failure, and so we have the market now coming back. So will the market retest again this area? Possible. And in case of a price below that one, there's this next level that is around 61. So be careful in that case. Otherwise, if the market will be able to go back again into the previous range that was 76, 77 to 93 with an average value of 82 that worked as support and resistance. This is the story that we could see in that case. Let's switch after to the gold. The gold, due to the fact that there were yields for the T-note going down, rebounded a lot, especially because also the euro rebounded a lot, let's say recovered a lot against the dollar. So now we have a more clear situation, still remain this level of 1,680 as a main one. Here we have below the level of 1,620, that is the short-term more relevant support. But then the market reacted and let's say going above this 1,730, immediately after created an area that was correct to consider as a main resistance here. 1,815, we have for sure an intermediate level around here. But above this price, there will be another interesting level, 1,865, more or less, around here. Or, let's say, my idea is that we can expect the market to continue in this range before we will know some more news about the policies of the Fed in the incoming years, So this is quite interesting. Let's switch to the stock indices, and let's start with Europe, where we have seen the DAX rejected by this resistance here and unable to reach the price of 14,800 to 15,000, more or less, this area. That meant the possibility to go back in the era that was before the beginning of the war. So before the end of 2021 and, let's say, in this process. So the market tried to cancel everything that happened in 2022 in Europe. So the war, the energy crisis, and everything connected by that things, with that things. But at the end, the market came back and was unable to do that. Similar situation we have on the stock 50. The, let's say, very important level here is 14,000 and the area around that. The market was trying to do that, similar as it happened on the DAX, but at the end it was a failure, and we have the market now back to the next and third support level here. Quite different the situation connected the US indices. So what we have seen is that the market was able to reach the intermediate level of 4,150, not back to the level of 4,300. If we consider this 700, let's say, sideways that we have seen several times this year, the market was unable to reach a top and now is coming down. Will be, let's say, 3,750 the next bus stop? Well, there are a lot of possibilities about that, but the market can also react because this movement was very fast and we have two different excess. The first one was here, very fast, okay, but also this one. So maybe it can be extended to 3,750, or maybe the market can try a recovery even before. So let's see what is going to happen. Don't forget that the area around 4,000, more or less this area around here, will work as a magnet because it's a rounded price that really attract as a magnet the entire story. Not so different the situation that we have on the Nasdaq, but the Nasdaq is a little bit a different story because the Nasdaq was and still is weaker than the S&P 500. Most of the stocks of the Nasdaq, the growth stocks, were in big difficulties recently, and so we have a market below this level, but really no choice to reach this intermediate level, and let's say even this one. So the market stopped really before, now is below the support and very close to this level. That meant a lot when it was tested here. The main support is around here, but as you can see, it is really weaker than the S&P 500. So it's a different story. Europe seems to be stronger recently because probably some money flows, exit from the US stocks indices, the US stocks, and then went, let's say, into the European market. That is also a possibility to explain why the euro dollar went so up. And so now the situation is that the market is really waiting for the end of the year to see what is going to happen. We have been looking at the market, let's say, from a perspective. Now it seems the new perspective, the new glasses that is telling us that we can probably look at the recession will make all the situation work differently. So let's see what is going to happen. Thank you very much for being here with me. Bye-bye.